Okay. Welcome to Movie Corner. I am here with the spouse.
Then get on with it.
And we just got back. Well, I'm kind of tired. I've been up all day. But we are just back from seeing the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie, which I really enjoyed it. Um, who I thought was the killer ended up not being the killer, and that
Both my guesses.
and with my love of slasher films, I'm kind of shocked that I didn't get it, which means
I
something.
think we should make this a spoiler-free review and be as vague as possible.
That's hard for me on a horror movie.
Yes, because you're just gonna blurt out the name of the killer without thinking. So we're gonna try to be spoiler-free, but she has a walking spoiler warning, so you've been warned.
So, if you've never seen the original films, it's a rerun of the original. There'll be slight spoilers, mainly for plot, but not
I mean,
killer plot,
it's
if that
less
makes
a
sense.
remake, it's more like Scream. It's not a remake, it's a continuation.
What I meant was the plot itself
Oh
is a
yeah.
remake with little bits and pieces added. So if you've seen the first one, you've slightly seen this one. It's the whole, group of survivor or group of people um accidentally kill someone.
And instead of, taking responsibility and accountability and staying until the cops come, they're like, we gotta hide this forever because clearly that's the better choice. Even though only one of them would have really gone down for the manslaughter because everybody else was trying to get him to not do the stupid thing. So, I would have been like, okay, it's fine. Only his ass is on the line. Someone pin him and we'll just stay and he can go to jail.
Yeah. But someone happens to know about the situation, and a year later they decide to basically blackmail these people while killing them off. Um, the original one I really enjoyed, not the other two sequels, but that's
The callbacks to the original were great. Especially, can we talk about the fucking dream sequence? I won't say any more than that, but you know the one I'm talking about. My god.
uh legacy actors, even down to people from the second film.
Which I couldn't remember anything from the first or second film because it's been like 10 years since I've seen either of them.
I recently just watched all of Cinema Snob's reviews on these before I even knew the remake was coming out. So, uh, but um, I do like the new characters for the film. I think I like Eva the most.
You know who I like most? Chaotic bisexual true crime girly.
You talking about Tyler?
Yes, love her.
So one of the characters, to put it into modern times, runs a horror themed podcast.
It's not even horror themed, it's true crime. She's like, the type. The true crime girlies who get a little bit too into it to the point where you're like, okay, honey, are we sympathizing with the victims now, or are you just lusting after the killer? What are we doing? I support it. I love you, but what are we doing?
You
So I
need
know what
some
the vibe is.
therapy.
All of the therapy.
But basically they do what they end up doing in the movie. Um, there's the on-off relationship between Eva and Milo. Um, during the almost sex scene.
Okay, look. Context free spoiler. This is going to be an 18 plus joke, so click off for about the next 30 seconds. If Context-free spoiler. The moral of his death was: if a girl asks you to choke her, just do it. Don't go have a crisis about it. Just do it. Okay, 18 plus moment over.
But basically, the if you've seen the original, you've seen this. Uh, but it does add some twists and turns that is majorly spoilerly. That wasn't a word, but you knew what I was trying to say. Uh, but if you haven't seen the franchise, it is known for its really, really bad scene with Jennifer Love Hewitt when she's screaming into this ether.
I don't remember that.
It got parodied in Scary Movie. There's a scene where Jennifer's screaming to the killer and just kill me, just kill me. And she's spinning in a circle.
Oh, was that the dramatic crash out? Oh, is this break my leg and like that whole thing?
No, in Scary Movie, it's the one where she just keeps
Oh,
spinning
okay,
around
yeah,
in a
gotcha.
circle,
Different crash out.
and instead of just cutting, the scene went for like 3 minutes in Scary Movie. Uh, but they kind of do what the Scream remake did and bring in all the legacy characters um, to tie in the plot, which the killer begins to copy everything that was going on in 1997, just like with Scream.
And it makes a lot more sense at the end.
Which is kind of funny because Scream is usually making fun of other slashers, and for a actual slasher to do the same thing that Scream did, it's kind of funny. Um, I really wasn't expecting who ends up being the killer.
I will say the one moment of slightly questionable acting I noticed because I've always got to be on IMDb while we're doing these things. Um, the killer's speech at the end, I felt the delivery was a little bit rushed at points, but that could also be this person has had a full psychotic break and is no longer in control of how fast their mouth is moving. So it slightly questionable. It gave me pause for a minute. I still liked it. That was still a fucking great speech. But the delivery was off, maybe intentionally, because of how fucked their brain was.
Probably.
It very well could have been an intentional choice, but it was definitely noticeable. But also kind of went with the scene of what the hell is happening right now. Even though there's enough to piece it together just before that, so by the time you get to their big speech and the reveal, you're just sitting there like, what just happened?
Right?
Because the moment where you're meant to put everything together is like literally 30 seconds in the film before this.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting there open mouthed. And also, my main gripe is my same main gripe in every horror movie. None of these bitches know how to double tap. You had.
Oh, the end.
No! Before that, in the thing, the True Crime Girly, that whole chase sequence, when the one girl had the person's head slammed in the door, like, why are you just gonna stand there? Open it, foot on back of neck, slam door repeatedly. You take care of the problem.
Right?
Like, why does no one double tap if you get
Because
down
it
for a
would end the
second?
movie.
But okay, look, you know why that wouldn't have necessarily ended the movie, but it would have been a much smarter decision.
That is true.
Also, can we please make a horror movie that's scary because they do everything right and still get fucked up?
I mean,
I'm
we could
tired
write
of
one.
yelling at the screen, please.
We could write one.
We could. Because like that was just I was just sitting there like, what are you doing? Open you have a knife in your hand. Open the door. They are on the ground. You have the advantage. Like literally, foot on back of neck. Push them so their head is in the door and repeatedly, and then while they're down, a few stabs for good measure. Why does no one do this? What are you doing? You deserve the over the top gory kill at that point because what are you doing? I understand murder is not everybody's first instinct, but when you're being chased by a crazed killer with a hook, maybe now's the time.
I do think a lot of the kills in this were kind of lackluster.
Some of them,
Like,
but some of them are also very drawn out. And that one, Hannibal-esque, very artistic arrangement at the end, towards the end.
I was not expecting that, and that completely threw me off.
Yeah, because you're thinking,
I was the person I thought it was, it ended up not being.
no,
I
I
was
was just
just like,
talking about the one before that, the double one. But yeah, that threw me off too.
oh,
I mean, the person I was thinking by the time of that second one, where it was just that one singular person, could have still been it.
yeah.
But then, the picture reveal and everything, and it's like, okay, never mind. That person didn't even factor into the shit at all. You were just a bystander.
It was all done pretty well.
And there seem to be a lot of mixed reviews. We, as per usual, seem to be away from the pack of a lot of people think the movie is mid,
But
but I also think a lot of people have been tainted by bad faith YouTube criticisms.
we also tend to like bad horror anyway. So we're kind of the outlier on that.
I have also broken you to the point where you're willing to sit there and actually enjoy something instead of nitpick.
Oh, I still nitpick, but that's when I get to the actual review part.
Yeah, but it also doesn't ruin your enjoyment of a movie like it used to.
I'm trying to be nicer to movies.
Also, I was fully aware of the poetic irony of me saying that people have been polluted by bad faith YouTube criticism.
I know what you said, and that's not funny at all. Rude.
Anyway, yeah, go see it so you can understand half of what the fuck we just said because that was all very vague, very
Yeah,
intentionally.
a lot because they don't want to do the spoiler part. They're
I think in this particular movie, because it caught me off guard, it should
yeah.
say spoiler free.
Um. So a lot. Excuse me. One of the things you got about this specific franchise, you do need to pay attention to all the little things. Um, like I didn't even think about the cut on their arm.
I did. I was looking for it. I was paying attention to which characters were wearing sleeves, but for that particular one, it didn't matter because they weren't shown enough in enough varied outfits for me to have picked up on it.
Yeah. Wow. I think my favorite kill though, honestly, would have been honestly, I think it's the uh elevator.
I like that one. Only because of the character it happened to, because I'm sitting there like, no, not you! Damn it! Ugh.
But it's
I
not as bad as the first sequel and then the direct to DVD. And I feel like this movie did what Halloween did when they redid the trilogy
when they
and
ignored the Rob Zombie origins.
ignored ignored 2 and 3 and just focused on making it a direct sequel to the first film, which I do like was telling them earlier, I am enjoying all of the reboot remakes.
And can we talk about the sequel baiting?
Oh.
There is a mid-credit scene.
Yes.
There might be a post-credit. We did not stay for that because we saw the mid-credit scene, and this is not a Marvel movie, so we figured that would be it. Hopefully, we were correct.
Yeah,
But there is a mid-credit scene, so stay around for that. I did not recognize who it was in it. I'm sure you did, but
I
I'm
did.
also not going to say it because that feels like a big spoiler because she wasn't shown until that mid-credit scene.
Correct.
So I need to rewatch the originals to figure out.
As long as we don't have to watch the third one.
I mean, I could also watch them while you're at work. We've got enough stuff we need to watch together.
Right. Especially getting you back into your show.
Look, a bitch has anxiety and doesn't like to be on camera. You're lucky I don't do these. About to fucking start VTuber reviewing, so I don't have to be on camera.
I mean, I can make a VTuber for it.
We'll talk about it because that might be fun. Anyway, off
Eh,
camera discussion.
So, that being said,
Go see it. It's in the same realm as like the Final Destination as far as worthy sequel. Final Destination was still better, but this was good too. But Final Destination also had more heavy lore to work with, so I would expect better. Also, look, we all know the man, the myth, the legend that was in Final Destination that already put that movie above and beyond. You can't. This movie didn't have that. You can't compete with that. You really can't.
we did see Final Destination, but we ended up not doing a movie corner for it.
Too much work, too much anxiety, not enough time in the day.
Well, it wasn't the anxiety, it was just we never got around to it.
Oh, I'm talking about me.
Everything gives you anxiety.
Yes, that's why I'm breaking out. Anyway,
That being said, go check it out. I really enjoyed it.
and you know if
Uh,
she enjoyed it, it can't suck that bad.
that being said, thank you for watching.